Alright, so I know how things are. A new collab is out, so I gotta get them maxed out. Unfortunately, in terms of PvP, none of these characters are insane like collabs in the past. Like, no Albedo, no Rimuru, dude. Green Rimuru? Nothing like that, but specifically Yuri is very great. So I really want to max her out. And Bomb, I'm gonna call him Bomb, is very good too for what he does in PvE. So that's great. Getting him maxed out would be nice. Now Zahard. Oh well. It kind of sucks, but dude, I really hope they buff him. I think the chances are very low that they would, but he is a premium character, man. He is, I would say you should consider collab characters on the same basis as you would consider a festival unit. It's a 0.25%. Like, you do require less summons to get a guaranteed. Okay, got a bomb, cool. You do require less summons to get a guaranteed collab character. Like, it's 600 instead of 900. But the actual odds of pulling them in a multi is also 0.25%. So in my mind, I see them as, you know, just as hard to max out as a festival unit. Especially when there's 3 characters I need to max out, for example. So far, by the way, I've done 2 rotations and a half. And my luck has been horrendous. Oh, as I say that. But this is 3 collab characters I've pulled in 2 rotations and a half. 3. I have not pulled a single Zahard. And I pulled 1 Yuri. And now these 2 bombs. I did get another bomb from the guaranteed start ticket I bought. Another Yuri, nice. Yeah, this rotation is looking a lot better. But yeah, the first day I got shafted. But we're not stopping until we max them. So this video will just be dedicated to that. Just maxing out these new characters. I'm very disappointed. I even called my my video my biggest disappointment ever or something. Or I've never been so disappointed, something like that. I am extremely disappointed with Zahard specifically, and I'm really hoping, I think the chances are low, but I'm really hoping they reconsider his passive and, dude, we're gonna max out Bomb real quick. He's 4-6 now. Really hope they reconsider, give him either gray buffs instead of blue buffs, or make it so he can't be removed by commandments, and he would be a better character. Actually, having used him, I don't think even then he would be meta. Like, genuinely, like, he doesn't do enough damage and he's not tanky. That's the thing, like, his passive, it's so clickbaity because his passive looks like he would be the most insane character ever. But when you actually use him, you're like, ooh, yeah, you know. Let me get a Yuri. So 3-6 Yuri, 4-6 Bomb, 2-6 Zahard. It's like he has so much potential with how his passive is designed. I love the design of his passive. Like, each turn he changes what he's doing. But for one, he's not tanky enough. Like, he's just not. First turn you get 30% range reduction. With True Awakening on top of that, you should be like pretty good. Plus a Nashi. That's great. Second turn already, like, assuming they're not going to remove your buff, right? Of the immortality. You got the immortality covering you. Sure. But they're probably going to remove that buff. Like, they're probably going to remove it. And after that is Jover. Like, he's done. Unless if you don't wipe the enemy team, it's over. But that's assuming you're not facing a melee Vestarosa Link, which everyone is running right now. There's a good chance in the future people are going to stop running Meliodas with Vestarosa Link because people are going to stop running Zahard. And then people are going to start running Zahard. Potentially. Probably not, actually. But that might cause people to start running Vestarosa Link again, so I don't know. I think his best bet is to wait for this potential occasion, right? For this hypothetical situation of people not running Asteroids of Link anymore. But, like, ooh, Bond's 5-6. But, with that being said, I still think that's not a solution. Because as time goes on, we're gonna get better and better and better characters. Like, are we gonna have to wait until potentially next festival? And what's telling me, Zahard was sick, dude. And what's telling me the next festival is not also going to absolutely demolish his whole existence. He also could have buff removal. Like, you know, they could have actually designed already the next festival, because they have characters designed quite ahead of time, right? They're not just designing the character a week before their release. Like, they need to, you know, make various versions of the character, test them out, see if they're actually good, see if they're too good, see if it works, was intended. Like, it takes a long time to actually develop these characters. That's why, for one, we don't get as many characters as we used to. They have a smaller team than they used to, because Zahard, finally, it's my first Zahard. For one, they designated a lot of the Grand Cross team to work on Origins. They've already confirmed that, by the way. They told them in the Origins interview. And, like, designing characters for this game, I assume, is a lot more complicated than for a lot of other games. Like, if you think of a game that's a lot more simple, like Dokkan Battle, or, One Piece, what's the name? Bounty Rush, like, those are... Obviously, I'm not saying those games are bad. Being simple doesn't mean bad. I really like Dokkan Battle. Like, I played the game. But they're a lot simpler because of how the mechanics work. The mechanics in this game are extremely complicated, and it would clash a lot with other characters. You know, especially being a PvP game. And the characters themselves are probably very, very hard to animate. Whatever. I don't know why I'm deviating from my point, but I just wanted to put that out there. Like, unfortunately, we do get way less characters than we used to, which is less fun, but there's reasons, like, the characters are extremely hard to make. So, as much as I would say, man, I wish they would, you know, go back to making as many characters as they used to, because, you know, that was much better, there has to be a reason why that's not the case, right? There has to be a reason. I think I need one more bomb, one more Yuri, and two more Zahard. Not too bad. Tier. Yeah. My point was, who's to say that for one, right? Like, they thought, oh, Zahard is gonna be the new meta because we designed him in a way that he's really strong. I assume they tried to make him good. They didn't. They didn't specifically make him bad, because you look at his passive and you're like, dude, he's so good. And you know, that's probably what the devs thought. Like, he has a super long passive. They wouldn't have given him an extremely long, convoluted, and complex passive if he wasn't supposed to be good. Like, you know? In any case, they might be thinking, okay, Zahard's gonna be meta until, like, next month or something, and then the next festival is gonna counter him. So, are we gonna get a festival that's gonna counter a character that's not even meta anymore? I hope not. But we'll have to see, right? I'm just making an assumption based on past actions, right? The best way to predict the future is looking at the past. And in this game, what they do extremely often, oh, that's 6-6. What they do extremely often is create a character a month after a new release that's supposed to counter the last character. They do it so often. And you see this with, I mean, I can list so many, but a really great example is Festival King, November Festival King. God's here, best thing in the game. God of PvP, God of PvE. Month later, Trader Mally completely demolishes him. Like, makes him actually unusable in PvP. The character became unusable because of Trader Mally. And then, I would say, Zahard might be an attempt to counter Mally. The single target is very strong. It can one-shot melee because he has type advantage. The AoE doesn't get damage reducted by melee. I think he was supposed to counter melee, but obviously reality is different from from my theory here. Reality is quite different because Zahard just sucks. Maybe they just forgot. Could they have just forgot that Melly can use any commitment he wants? Maybe. I saw some people saying, oh, it's not that big of a deal because a lot of people run demons. And demons obviously don't allow commitments. So a service commitment doesn't work. Unfortunately, that is not true. Most people run sins. Most people I face, at least in my experience, maybe global is different, but in my experience playing the Japanese version, Zahard, that's 5-6. Most people play sins. Let me actually take a look really quickly. So Zahard is 5-6. That's nice. Honestly, if I can leave him 5-6, I don't really care. He doesn't have like a pay-to-win ult. I mean, this is a great thing about this collab, like, she's 4-6, okay. I talked about this and a lot of people said that they believe in my theory. I said I have a theory that they maybe made a compromise with, you know, internal development for this collab. Which was, you know, this time around, we don't have a pay-to-win ultimate. Last collab, we had the Ain's ultimate, which was pay-to-win. Every ult is technically pay-to-win, because you advance the ult level with dupes, but if you have a unit 1-6, their performance is not worse, obviously, except for the ult damage, than the 6-6 ult. That's just how this game works. And that's one of the reasons why this game is so good in the eyes of many. Most gacha games, if your character has no dupes, and you go up against someone that has max dupes, you have no chance. You are gonna get demolished. Like, that's just how most games work. Most gacha games work. But in this game, that's not the case. Now, recently they started doing some bonuses for having ults. Ult levels. You know, you have Ban getting more attack-related stats. You have Melee getting more single target damage reduction. You have Ain's, last collab, getting more damage reduction per stacks. This collab does not have any pay-to-win ults, but it doesn't have a free unit. Could it have been like an internal compromise they had? Like, they had extremely poor feedback on these pay-to-win ults. Oh no! But you know, they had to talk with like the management or something, like, hey, it's really like the players don't like this. Can we not do this? And like, okay, but we're gonna have to cut something to make the money somewhere else. I don't know. My theory. All right, this should be our last rotation. But yeah, I saw some people also saying, you know, it could be because it's 3 characters. You know. Maybe they didn't have the time and the resource to make 4. And they couldn't give one for free because it's only 3. Like, if there's 3 characters and they give one for free, you know, that's a different story than when it's like 4. But usually, dude, I swear, every collab has a garbage unit. I swear. When it's 4 characters, right? When it's 4 characters, there's always a garbage unit in the mix. And I'm just saying, this time there's none. So, I don't know. But even when there is a garbage unit, they usually don't give that unit for free. Like, I'm thinking, okay, let's go back to even Stranger Things, right? Okay, that's our 6-6. Obviously, the whole collab was garbage, but one of them must have been made to be garbage. Like, I swear William was meant to be garbage. Like, the characters were all very weak even then, except Eleven was kind of okay, but still, like, the characters were already garbage back then, but, like, William must have been meant to be garbage. And he wasn't given for free. Like, the one that was given for free was a support, which was probably the best character from the collab. You look at ReZero. Dude, I forgot her name. The lolly girl, dude, she must have been meant to be garbage. There's no way you're gonna tell me that she wasn't. You know what I mean? And this collab, Zahard isn't good, but I think he isn't meant to be bad. I think he was meant to be the best character from the collab. I genuinely believe so. You look at how long his passive is, there's no way the character was meant to be bad, right? It was just a miss from them. It was just a poor execution and management of the character, of the passive. But this time there's no... Nah! Okay, if I get one more Yuri or Bomb, I can actually trade for Zahard, but I'm just gonna get Chupidi and get him, so... Oh well. Oh well. I don't know. My theories are all that game theories. So. But it's whatever. We're about to end here. I mean, having 3 characters is easier for me because I have to summon less, right? I have to summon less. I mean, Overlord, I guess no character I will say was meant to be bad. They were all pretty good. I'll say Kakaitis at launch was not good, and he was free. But now he's pretty good. Like, he got a DK battle where he's good. Yesterday, people were using him for high points on the new final boss. Right now, no one's using it anymore. Like, actually, if I just go in here, like, that, yeah, this seems way better. But there was an attempt there with him, so maybe he wasn't meant to be bad. He was just kind of not there at launch. Any case, I'll be doing the 6-6 showcases for these characters later. I don't know how much I'm looking forward to using Zahard again, but oh well.